back, folks, with another Red Sovine video. It's been quite a while, or reaction. I haven't done a Red song in a while. At least 6 months, which probably means 2 years, but because time seems to be sliding by faster. I'll think I did something 3 months ago and I'll look and it's like, oh, a year and a half ago. Whatever. That's because I'm busy, and maybe that's a sign of being busy. But Montauk Ed made a gift for me to do Red's song, It'll Come Back. So shout out to you, Montauk Ed. Thank you for this gift. I have no doubt that this is going to put something to me because, one, Red Sovine always puts it to me and everybody else. I'm not alone in that. And then add to it, Montauk Ed seems to have this almost uncanny, perfect ability to get me going. And I forget. Like, I get so wrapped up in the song and the lyrics and the whatever's going on, then it dawns on me in the end, oh yeah, Montauk Ed requested this one. So let's see what Red does to me this time. Here we go. It'll come back.
On our little girl's 3rd birthday, she got a sandbox in the backyard to play. Sand was everywhere as she played and she laughed. I fussed at her, for it killed all my grass.
It'll come back. It'll come back. Daddy, don't be mad.
I don't know where Red's going with this, but she's already working the eye. She's got him wrapped. She's working on getting him wrapped around his finger. Oh my God, you're trying to be the tough guy. She's already.
And the rain will bring it back.
When our little girl just turned 10,
I knew
she got a bike to ride with all her friends. She skinned both her knees as she played and she laughed. I busted her, for it killed all my grass.
It'll come back. It'll come back. Daddy, don't be mad. God and the rain will bring it back.
God and the rain will bring it back.
When our little girl turned 17, we built her a pool in the backyard that spring. All her friends came and they swam and they splashed. I fussed at her, for it killed all my
He hasn't stopped complaining about the grass. Give it up already.
grass.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
Nice.
Daddy, don't be mad. God and the rain will bring it back.
My wife and I sit on the porch all alone as I look out across at my beautiful lawn. The house is quiet, there's no children at play, and I said to my wife, honey, if you'll listen real close, you can still hear her say,
It'll come back. Yup.
It'll come back. It'll come back. It'll come back. Daddy, don't be mad. God and the rain will bring it back. It'll come back. It'll come back. It'll come
There was some real creative instrumentation going on in there. Just these little notes would be injected once after the chorus at times in there. And it was just really sweet. You know, I forget who said this quote, but it's that, and I'll get the gist of it right, that after you have kids, you can't believe what an adjustment it is to all the noise. Then after they grow up and leave the house, you can't believe what an adjustment it is for how quiet it is. And it's just, that's life. I mean, there's change, and then you get used to it. It becomes part of it, your life, and then it changes again. And here, I, I used to, my ex-wife and I owned a dance school. She was a dancer. I was on the business and customer relations side of the business. Very large school. We had over 500 students, very advanced, modern dance and ballet school. So I interacted with the moms, and we had the school for 20 years before turning it over to two of our first students and one of our first teachers. And after a number of years, I noticed that I would run into mothers in the grocery store or wherever whose kids had graduated high school and gone off to college. So they know we're no longer dancing with us. And the moms would tell me like how they used to hate the car rides and the pressure of getting the kid to dance class on time. And then their son to soccer practice, or their daughter to volleyball practice, or whatever it is. And just the racing around, and how they missed it. They would always tell me, God, I miss those days of just having them in the car. And I was complaining so often when I was in the car because I'm racing around and under all this pressure. And I would tell the new mothers to the studio of the 3 and 4-year-olds. And then when their kids go to, first grade, second grade, third grade, and they're starting to race around and they're like pulling their hair out. They're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. How do I do? And I would tell them, I said, look, just so that you know, you're going to miss this. Like Trace Adkins' song, you're going to miss this. It's hard to fathom the expense of it. You won't necessarily miss the expense of it, but the things that you're finding are unpleasant about things now, you're going to miss. And they kind of look at me like, all right, we'll see. Well, I'd see them 10 years later after the kids graduated, and I'd see them in the store, and they'd be like, Don, I remember when you told me I was going to miss it, and I did not believe you for a second back then. And he said, you were right. I miss it. That's when I have my kids in the car. I didn't even know that was my time with them, because when we're not in the car, they're doing stuff with their friends or their activities or their homework or whatever. But in the car is when I had them. And anyhow, that's this. He was the grass, the grass. Well, it did come back, but he wasn't with his kid. But he was telling his wife on the porch or wherever they were, if you listen real carefully, you could hear her saying, it'll come back. So, Ed, that's beautiful. That was beautiful. Of course, as I'm getting into the reaction, I forgot you'd requested it, but it makes complete sense. All right, I'm going to rate this song. This was like the most chipper song I've ever heard of Red's, because, you'll hear Teddy Bear and Phantom 309 and all these other songs that just rip your guts out. This is one that just made you feel good. So, all right. Oh, God, it's so cute. The number that popped into my head was an 8.8, and it was on the cuteness factor. But some of the instrumentation in there was really good. Like I said earlier, there were just some notes that just popped in for an instant. I'm like, whoa, that was really creative. Like, thought went into that one note. Like a producer said, let's put that in there, and left it. And I'm like, oh, made me feel good. So, all right. Ed, thank you again, my friend. That was wonderful, and you're wonderful. So have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Enjoy the grass while it's growing or being ruined by your kids. It'll come back. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.